Well, it appears we have some brand new Halo Infinite campaign footage, so instead of dilly-dallying around, let's get to reacting to it, why don't we? So yeah, to put it simply, IGN has played the first 4 hours of the campaign, and they decided to bless us with this first hands-on video preview. So yeah, let's watch. Look at this poor brute here. Tipple tumbling around. Man, someone help that poor guy up. Ooh. Ooh! What the fuck happened to the quality? Hold up. Gotta fix this. There we go. That's the beautiful sight that I like to behold. Alright, now let's continue watching. IGN first.
The biggest surprise I had coming out of my few hours of playing Halo Infinite's campaign wasn't the delightful exploration nor the incredibly fun gunplay.
No?
Instead, it came down to the characters.
Oh.
Halo Infinite sees the legendary Master Chief.
So the opposite of Halo 5, especially in regards to the Chief? Okay, I see we're off to a very good start here. Anyways.
Once again tasked with saving the universe from yet another threat. And after 5 major campaigns, the Chief seems tired. He's a man of few words, but his movements and responses are heavier than I've seen before. This is Chief without Cortana. His subtle yet distinct change is far from a bad thing, though.
Older.
If anything, Master Chief's forlorn demeanor that he sets aside to get the job done is a great indication to me that Halo Infinite's story is intended to be a more impactful adventure.
He's a resilient motherfucker. Master Chief never gives up.
It's been 6 months. Where
Hi,
have you been?
Cortana.
What happened? Where is Cortana?
Chief's stern determination is also wonderfully contrasted to his new AI companion's bubbly enthusiasm and his pilot rescuer's anxiety and weariness. Given developer 343 Industries' failure to give Locke the faintest hint of a personality or motive in Halo 5, and the game's generally lackluster story, this was a relief.
No. Not then. Not again. It's all wrong.
I remember this. Oh my god. Yo, I just gotta mention, just looking at this compared to E3 2019 when we first saw this, God, there are so many improvements here. Just look at Master Chief himself. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes. Yes, this is the perfect armor. Perfect. Perfection. 12 out of 10. I love it. Everything about it is fantastic. Alright? To think that this guy started out in Fortnite. A few years later, look at how far he's come. Let's continue watching.
Weapon. This is all I've got.
It's enough.
It's always enough.
Halo Infinite's contrasting characters aren't the only things to look forward to, though. Rewarding exploration infused with Halo's DNA and genuinely challenging combat could be a relief in today's open-world game extravaganza, where many worlds are packed to the brim with chores and only a few offer meaningful adventures beyond their main path. If things continue the way I played in my 4-hour hands-on time, I think Halo Infinite could fall into the latter. That's not to say there aren't some essential elements of Halo Infinite I'm curious to see if 343 can pull off, like Chief's storyline with Cortana. For now, what I played in my preview session has left me even more eager for Halo Infinite's December 8th launch.
Okay. That's certainly a good thing. Yeah.
Echo 216. Can you hear me?
Alright.
This is UNS.
We about to get some old characters confirmed who we haven't seen or heard about up to this point. That's gonna be so sick to see in the game.
Master Chief has woken up to fight a new enemy.
It was grappling
Halo
hook right
Infinite
there.
largely sees.
Wait, just real quickly, was that grappling hook in the E3 2019 trailer? Maybe they just didn't have it ready or they wanted to wait to reveal it, if that's the case. Just something I noticed.
That pulled back by instead focusing on familiar fodder with the Banished from Halo Wars 2. They eagerly step up as Chief's main adversaries after handily defeating the UNSC around Zeta Halo, including Master Chief. Their goal for Zeta Halo is unknown, but if it involves a Halo ring, there's nothing good that can come of it. After the UNSC's loss, Master Chief's main objective becomes freeing the captured Allied forces on Zeta Halo and thwarting whatever the Banished are planning.
I am Eshelon, War Chief.
Wow, you're so pretty.
This is my world now.
Cortana was presented as a mystery rather than as a primary antagonist in what I played. What happened to her after Halo 5 and whether or not she's been truly destroyed is unknown. This crucial conflict seemingly takes a backseat to the larger fight with the Banished, though it is intertwined somehow. Without getting into spoilers, I will say the few moments that dug into Chief and Cortana's relationship were an emotional gut punch. Halo Infinite is looking to deliver a meaningful story for legacy Halo fans, and I really needed to fulfill that promise after Halo.
I'm starting to realize that this right here may just be a flashback. Because, for one, she's purple. And two, unless Halsey's actually here in present day, then that would also explain it. Alright.
Halo 5 story missteps.
Good.
She's not the driver, but a way to level the playing field.
Yes.
What do I call her?
Ask her. She named herself.
Hello, Master Chief. I'm Cortana.
This all being said, I'm not optimistic that Halo Infinite is going to be a great starting point for new people to the franchise, as the best moments I saw in the first few hours rely on prior knowledge of the series. I don't like the idea of people being left behind, but
So we're pulling what Halo 4 and 5 did a little bit, huh? See, that was an issue with those games. I just want to say this. With 4 and 5, you really, especially 5, you really had to have an understanding of some of the non-game material to know some of what the game was even talking about. Such as the actual names of the enemies. I barely remember them right now as I'm talking about this. I think Ongoy is what the Grunt's actual name is. Shangili for elites. But if that's what we're doing, that's a little bit of a problem. So we'll see how that goes when the game releases.
Officially prefer that this game is made for returning Halo fans rather than tuning the story to accommodate new players. Familiar with the story or not though, Halo Infinite sure is fun to play and explore.
I think I'm with you. I didn't even know what a Banished was an hour ago, and even I can see the odds aren't great.
Okay, finally. Something to do with this. Open worlds? Okay. Or open world works.
Playing Halo Infinite is a mix of familiar and new. One moment you're navigating encounters and ship corridors, then the next you're driving several Marines.
Wait, hold up. Disruptor. I want to see something. Press X to pick up Disruptor. Is that the name of the weapon, or could that be a possible variant? I know that seemed very random, but that got me wondering if we could see different variants of weapons throughout the campaign. Unless that was already confirmed, that's just something that I thought about seeing that. Anyways.
Ship corridors, then the next you're driving several Marines around the open fields of Zeta Halo.
Oh, that's nice to hear.
As 343 has clearly stated,
yes.
Halo
5 didn't have that.
Quite a true open world game despite it featuring massive sandboxes.
Okay.
Zeta Halo is broken up into island chunks. Land masses can be connected by bridges, and Chief can eventually call in things like a wasp to fly around anywhere after they're unlocked.
Wasn't exactly clear.
So eventually we may get to freely explore unlocked areas, but our range will be...
Okay, so we could use these to just get around instead of maybe fast traveling. I feel like that's what they're going for. If you want to get around quickly, just take an air vehicle or just any vehicle. Alright.
Limited and more focused at first. Zeta Halo is littered with UNSC camps called Forward Operating Bases that were claimed by the Banished after the UNSC lost the big fight. Clearing a base and reclaiming it replaces the Banished with Marines. Even better, cleared bases convert to instant fast travel points and
okay, so there is fast traveling.
Worry not. Valor isn't some sort of spendable currency. It's instead a point-based tracker of how much ground the UNSC has on Zeta Halo.
To show you your progress.
You have, the better backup and gear you can call in. As far as I could tell, earning Valor and reclaiming the Broken Ring is entirely optional. So what else can you do when you're not hunting down the next clue to the Banished plan? People don't just get to give the Master Chief a fetch quest. The only one who really gives Master Chief any sort of command is a new AI codenamed the Weapon.
Okay, good.
She's meant to destroy Cortana and is in turn supposed to be destroyed when her operation is complete. Though Cortana is seemingly gone, the Weapon remains and is happy to assist Master Chief until she reaches her eventual demise. Much like Cortana, the Weapon will call out enemy attacks, notable objectives, Banished facilities that need destroying, and...
Just one thing I wanted to mention. Again, I know I keep pausing the video. Apologies for that. I just have a lot to say with this. I just hope that from what I'm seeing so far, it doesn't look like there's too many objectives on screen, but at the same time, that's making me wonder, is there just going to be a bunch of meaningless space that you go through just for the sake of it being there? Because, you know, what's the point of having an open world if there's nothing interesting to look at? Or not fully open world, but enough to where you're walking around a certain area. That's just something else I thought of. I hope that if you're going to be doing a lot of walking, then it is at least interesting, and I hope that any of this isn't just done for the sake of padding. So we'll just have to see how this turns out. All right, let's get back to watching this. But yeah, we'll see how it turns out at lunch.
Marines in need of rescuing. I was more likely to come across a random patrol of enemies than an actual objective, but I didn't feel like I had to go too far to find something fun to do.
Okay,
I enjoyed the quiet moments, though. Following Zeta Halo's native space groundhogs, or just enjoying the view was a pleasant reprieve from the action. When I was ready to get back to it, though, I could also hunt down and eliminate special targets to collect a unique version of their signature weapon that's equipable at boss. And of course, there are plenty of collectibles. A new scanner tool does make them a bit easier to find, if you have an idea of where to look. The scanner's range is rather limited, though, so it's not a free pass to finding secrets. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the Grunt and Marine dialogue. They're hilarious. The grunts are as silly and oddly aggressive as ever, and have a surprising number of lines. Humans would never fight grunts like us. He's here! While the Marines are far more confident and excited about joining the chief in battle. Their commentary made exploring all the more enjoyable.
Show us those sadistic motherfuckers in action. Yes, tools of the trade. Okay. I'm just thinking about it. It's like every time, here I go again, pausing the video. Every time, I'm like, is this going to be a thing? Is this going to be a concern? Out of nowhere, oh yeah, that's something we wanted to bring up and deal with for the game. Like, oh, okay. Just answer all my fucking questions. Just put my own dick in my mouth while I'm at it. Yeah, sure, why not? Why not? Alright, let's continue watching.
Just because Zeta Halo is a larger, more open sandbox doesn't mean 343 suddenly has us doing puzzles or tasks unbecoming of a genetically augmented super soldier like Master Chief. Fighting enemies and destroying their stuff is always at the center of Halo Infinite's gameplay, and whether I was taking on a roaming pack of Banished or infiltrating a fortress for a story mission, the more open nature only served to give me more options for combat.
Oh shit, the way he was just running back and forth.
If you've had a chance to check out either of the multiplayer test flights, Halo Infinite's excellence in weaponry should come as no surprise. The campaign introduced me to other interesting weapons we've yet to see in multiplayer, like the Disruptor, a small shock pistol.
Here I go again. I'm looking forward to trying out these brand new Banished weapons. Well, you know, aside from the ones we have tried. You know, any weapons we haven't tried in general, I'm looking forward to trying.
Doesn't do too much immediate damage, but deals out pain over time. The equipment we've seen in multiplayer unsurprisingly takes on a more powerful form in the campaign. Each of the 5 equipment options, grapple shot, shield core, threat sensor, drop wall, and thruster, can be upgraded with a collectible called Spartan cores. Like most of the open world elements, finding the Spartan cores and upgrading equipment is optional. Master Chief won't start the adventure with all equipment either. You'll find new tools to play with at specific story beats.
Yeah, because if they did, it would just be boring. You know, there'd be no sense of progression with unlocking new abilities throughout the game, so that's good.
Taking a piece of equipment doesn't necessarily mean you're blocked off from certain areas from what I saw, but getting to or taking on difficult encounters might be more manageable should you have more equipment.
Makes sense. Yo, upon seeing that brute about to rampage, I just imagined, what if brutes didn't only just say, I'm hungry? They also proceeded to say, I'm horny. And that's when they charge you and attempt to fuck you. And not only, like, the male ones. Say there's also female brutes in the game. Like, male ones, like, they're already horny. But the female ones, they just try to, like, they're not hoping to be fucked. They're the ones doing the fucking. They have strap-ons and everything. They're looking to peg that Spartan ass to death. That's what they're about in this game. And they're not, like, tiny little noodles either. They're full-on tree trunks, okay? Like, they're a good 12 inches long, I want to say. At a minimum. Depending on, you know, that specific brute. You know, I just felt that was important to say, you know, just in case we deal with anything like that of the sort in the game. You know, I just felt that was essential to bring up. So, yeah, let's get back to watching this. A challenge fit for a Spartan. See? Like I was saying, you gotta be ready for anything.
Most of the big story beats happen in large, foreboding structures that could be viewed as something akin to dungeons. These offer a more classic Halo experience.
Okay.
Grunts, jackals, brutes, and elites made up the bulk of the opponents I faced.
My fucking
Their
headphones
role,
were
weapon,
lagging.
and armor variety didn't feel lacking in combat. I came across one set of brutes that were so geared up they nearly qualified as a mini boss fight. The hunters make a return too, and are fun.
So that one enemy with the name, was that one of those little mini boss fights then? Ike!
To fight as always. This being another ring, the Flood was alluded to, though I never saw them.
Whoa! Yo, what? You got the Flood? We flooding in some enemies now, are we? Ooh. Interesting, yes. Bring back the best enemy to fight in the game. Okay. No cap with that. You disagree. We'll fight to the death. 1v1 me on Rust. Be there or be square. I'll bring the lunch boxes. We're doing a local match. Split screen. 3 p.m. after school.
The Prometheans weren't present either. 343's vision of recapturing the essence of combat evolved in Halo Infinite means
I want Prometheans!
And honestly, I
They're the best enemy!
I didn't see any drones either, so
Darn
I'm hoping
it.
the new flying enemies equipped with hardlight weapons, the skimmers, will be their replacement. The real combat stars, though, are the boss fights. The first one with a brute lieutenant named Tremonius absolutely kicked my ass at first on heroic difficulty. A moment without movement rewarded Tremonius as he entered the encounter guns blazing and took me out twice in a row.
Oh, lovely.
I had been handling heroic without any issues up until that point, so I was stunned to see how Tremonius' aggression and support from 2 jackals paid off. I quickly got to work on a strategy and happily took on the challenge.
Sniper jackals? We going back to Halo 2 now, are we? Really now? I'll keep that in mind, buckaroos. On the right track, eh?
I have thus far only explored a fraction of Halo Infinite, though the map isn't as large as something you'd find in an Assassin's Creed.
Oh, thank God.
Far from it, I'd say.
Thank fucking God.
What it does hold seems to offer something more curated with excellent combat at its heart. The story part is what I'm most curious about now.
Honestly,
343 needs to...
Honestly, I just gotta say this as well real quickly. This is really giving me God of War 2018 vibes. Like, really major God of War 2018 vibes with how this woman's describing it. Like, okay, this is sounding better and better by the moment. Okay, I'm still gonna keep my expectations a little tampered just in case, but this is sounding hype as fuck, can't even lie.
To stick the landing in the plot department, especially with regard to giving us a satisfying resolution to the Chief and Cortana's relationship. If they can finally deliver that well-rounded classic Halo experience, then they'll have successfully and definitively made Halo their own. For more on Halo Infinite, check out our exclusive reveal of the new Streets multiplayer map, and stay tuned all November long for more IGN.
You mean the best gameplay on the internet? Look, I've never seen something so brilliant, and I just want to say, I didn't want to kill myself upon watching that gameplay footage. It was a 10 out of 10 experience. Almost as good as that Doom footage from many years ago.
First coverage on Master Chief's latest adventure.
Alright. Okay, so there you go. Some more Infinite stuff. Now, this was already confirmed to happen from IGN, and upon seeing this, I gotta say, they've redeemed themselves from the previous videos. Oh, wait, did I say that? I meant to say that gameplay was the greatest gameplay of all time. But, okay, I'm on board with this. I am very on board with this now. I am really looking forward to playing this campaign now. Because so many of my concerns are being addressed. So many of them were. And I'm really psyched to see how this story unfolds. I really want to see how this all comes together once the game launches. You know, I think that we're in for a good time. It just fucking sucks we can't play this shit co-op at launch. That would have been incredible. Like, that would have been so fucking cool. Experiencing the first ever open world-esque Halo with a buddy, or just anyone, not by yourself. But you know what? At least we're getting this campaign. Let's not forget there was rumors of the campaign and multiplayer coming out separately. So thank God that didn't happen. It's really starting to feel more and more like that $60 price tag will be worth it. Hopefully I'm not just getting my hopes up. But man, I'm looking forward to playing this fucking game. I'm really looking forward to it. Not too long now, guys. Gals, whoever's watching this. Who am I kidding? This whole channel's a fucking sausage fest. Yeah. Infinite. It's almost here. It's gonna be a good time. That, technical test. Those previews, I've already been very positive about them up to this point. That's it. What do you guys think of this gameplay footage for the campaign? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. With that being said, that's gonna be it. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. But until then, I'm out. Later.